surely you've got to ask yourself at one point and actually honour the question, like, surely there's more. Surely there's more to this life. Surely there's more to your business, the way that you feel, the way that you wake up, the way that you provide for your family, the way you are as an individual, the people that you have around you. Surely at some point you have to ask yourself, surely, like, there has to be more. Because I've gone through so many periods in my journey where I've felt like I've experienced this question, and I've had to ask myself this question many times, like, there's got to be more, like, there's got to be more, and there fucking is more. There is so much more to this life. And I think a big stem for this question is, you look around you and you look at this world and you look at the challenges that everyone's facing and how it's becoming more challenging to live and to live the dream of buying a home, and all the prices are going up and all this shit and blah 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 blah. And it's like, there's got to, like, it can't just be like this. It can't just be like constant struggle and constant surviving and constant need to do these things. Like, it's got to be. And the reality is, there's so much more to life when you stop trying to have more. How's that for a paradox? There's more to life when you stop trying to have more. Because less is more. Someone said to me, my slogan is less is more, and I'm definitely taking that. Like, less is more, because I've been, over the past 6 months especially, I've really been looking at how I can lean up my life as much as possible. Because for me, my dream is to have land and to be self-sustained and have my veggie patch and be able to shoot deer and be able to have a cow and have my own meat and just literally be self-sufficient. Maybe I have to go to the supermarkets once a week or whatever it is, but like, just to have that level of freedom and independence for myself where I don't actually have to rely on anyone else, and I don't have to rely on a income to feed myself. So I mean, like, I'm going through this journey where I'm like throwing away all my clothes. I'm trimming the fat. I'm like cleaning up relationships. I'm cleaning up conversations that I'm having. I'm cleaning up the people I have around me, and just cleaning up my expenses and cutting everything back, further and further and further, until like I just have the bare minimum I need. Because I feel like a lot of the things that I've had have been from ego and from materialism and wanting these sort of things that actually haven't been from my decision. Like, they've been a decision of someone else's. And I've been cutting it all back, and it is so fucking liberating to have control over your money and to have control over your your mind and your emotions, and not be controlled by all these things that you need, but rather just having the bare minimum, having like your food and having your gym and having, you know, some clothes to wear that make you feel good and all that sort of stuff. But like, bringing it back and then growing from that place. Because the less you have, the more you do have. And when you can start building from the place of, oh, I don't need this, or I don't need money, I don't need to pay these bills, I don't need these car loans, I don't need all these like credit card loans, like I don't need these things. You can start to place money, energy into a thing that like help you as an individual and show you so much more in life. Like, you can invest into a mentor, or you can invest into shares if you want, or whatever it might be. But you're trimming back all the shit that you don't actually need in your life, getting rid of the more, and having less in your life, and not needing to do things that you don't want to do. So many people will work a job, work Saturdays, Sundays to pay off a mortgage. I will get a mortgage eventually. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a mortgage, but it's like the origin of it, right? It's like, oh, I need this mortgage, I need this house because it makes me feel good. Like, I'm doing this because I need this. Whereas, like, I want a house, like, I want that, like, it is something that I want, and I believe that it is a beautiful thing to have, and it is an investment to have a home. But, like, I don't want to have to sacrifice my life to get it. I don't want to have to sacrifice hours of my life, hours of my time with my wife, hours of time with my daughter to be, hours of life with like, I don't want to have to sacrifice and do something I don't want to do in order to have something. Because then that thing that I have is tainted. It's literally tainted because I'm doing something I don't want to do in order to, I do XYZ to have something. It's like, what lights me up the most in this life is like, I will literally do the things that light me up the most. Once again, the bare minimum, the needs that I need to have, I'll do those things. Like, I'll provide for my family. Like, I'll get after it, and I'll make sure there's a home over my family's head, and I'll do those sort of things. That's the part of being a man, and that's fucking so healthy, right? And also, I will do the absolute least amount of work I need to do that, right? Like, the absolute bare minimum to provide that, I will do. Absolute bare minimum to provide. But outside of that, I'm not going to go work Saturdays and Sundays to buy a nice car. I'm not going to go work Saturdays and Sundays and do late nights at the computer to pay off my mortgage sooner. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice any of my time and my space in order to have these things, because it's just like, it stems from the wrong place. It stems from the origin of like, I need to do this in order to achieve this, and this is like doing to have. And for me, it's like being, and the have will come. Like, I want to do the things that light me up, and I think this is where true freedom and true liberation comes from. This place of, I am creating, I'm creating this piece of content, and I'm creating my business, and I'm creating my coaching business, and I'm creating these things not in order to have anything, but in order to light my life up, to to fucking feel the way that I feel right now when the sun's out, to be present, to have like a spiritual connection with this universe, to love my wife, to love the team that I have, to love all these things. I just feel lit the fuck up by life, because I'm not doing anything to have something. I'm creating, and what will come from that will be beautiful as well, and I'll get to have all these things. But the origin of what I'm doing isn't to do to have, it's be, and I will have, and it will come. And I am not controlled by the money. Like, I'm not controlled by, I need to go earn money to have this. Like, I'm not controlled by that. I'm not controlled by this this veil that's like, you need to live this way, you need to show off, you need to have the nicest house, you have to have the nicest cars. I'm not doing it from that place. Like, I'm doing it from the origin of, I'm just going to create, and I'm going to love life, and I'm going to wake up excited, and I'm going to spend time with my family, and I'm also going to build some shit. And also I'm going to get after it and build my business. But I'm not building the business for the place of having anything. Like, I'm just building the business because it's like, yeah, cool, this is what I actually want to do. Which is the most powerful thing, because like, it doesn't matter how much fucking money I make, because I'll get to the end of my life and I won't need to make any money. I won't need to make a fucking dollar, right? Because it all goes anyway. But what I'll have is experience and and happiness and freedom, and having spent time with my family and my kids, and done all the things as well, and traveled and lived life and had all those experiences, because I chose not to do it for anything, but I chose to do it for myself. I chose to exit the system I chose to leave the system, and I chose to do things my way and operate my way. And sure, there was fucking challenges doing that and separating myself. But like, the origin of why I'm doing anything is no longer for money anymore. It's for my internal freedom, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. And that is what life is about to me. That is like, what is your purpose? What is it? It's just like to just live, to experience, and to create. So it's like, build the fucking business, do all the things, live in this reality. But it's like, the origin of what you're doing is one of the most important things. Ask yourself why you're doing it. And it's like, I'm doing it for myself because I want these things. I'm not doing it because I need to buy this or buy this or buy this. Like, I'm doing this because it's like what I fucking want to do and what my soul wants to do and what lights me up and gives me this energy to show up the way that I'm showing up. Like, that's why I do it. So there is so much more to life. There is so much more to life when you start separating from all the bullshit, from the materialism and all this sort of stuff, which there's nothing wrong with. And I love every bit of the comfort and the materialism that we have, and I utilize it to my capabilities, because why the fuck not play with it and have fun with it? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But also, it's like, I'm not controlled by it. I'm in control internally. And to break those boundaries would take so much. And it's like, to be that self-fortified, that's like one of the most powerful things. And it's like, it can be like that for you if you choose it to be. So strip things back, start asking yourself the questions and start leaning into why you're feeling like this, because it's like, your soul is yearning for so much more. And honor that fucking thing. Honor what you truly want to do in this life, and do it for the right reasons. Start having less in your life and you will have so much fucking more. Make sure you like and subscribe, team. Much love.